Hi there. My name is Paula. I'm on the online MSW uh, track. I am a first year student. The first question for us was why UB? And that's a really simple question actually for me because when I was going through the application process, I really looked at the people representing the program. And UB jumped out at me because everybody in the program seemed to not only be educators, but also students. They were involved in their community. They were completely aware of everything happening in Buffalo. They knew us by name and were so quick to respond to us and our questions and just really seemed to care. And I didn't get that as much from the other programs. Whereas from UB, it was like from the jump, everything was, um, how the cool kids say it, on the level. So I really enjoyed that. It also seemed like the most financially ethical school. So that was a big thing for me. I went into social work, into wanting to study social work with a completely different idea than what I learned while doing all of this process with UB. It's incredible how much my interests have changed from the start of the program to now. Um, I've always been interested in people and their stories and ways in which I can help in anything they may be struggling in. It has always been an interest of mine since I can remember middle school, high school. I always volunteered in any way that I could. I started out, really focusing on wanting to help and educate on sexual health and also working with teens. It's not that those are no longer my interests, but in my journey in the program, it's crazy the departure I've taken from this micro focus into macro. I am so much more interested in policy and how our our world is shaped by those policies. In the last semester, I've been really honing in on what it is that makes me just super excited to go out there and help out. And it's been incredible in this semester with history and policy, which I'm taking with Professor Bieran, who's a wonderful professor. And it's been life-changing, really, to see how history has shaped our country and what we can do to really be a part of that as private citizens, to help shape the world that we want to see. I've been talking to people who make policies and ambassadors and things like that with the hopes of using my social work knowledge to go into the foreign service or eventually become ambassador and really, be a part of the group of people who look at things like that and come out of that. Being able to go in as a private citizen, really understanding what happens behind the scenes for decisions like this. It has been really exciting for me this semester, this discovery, and I've also been really excited at the community that has been built through this process of figuring out who we want to be out there. We all, I'm sure, went in thinking one thing, and now we think another completely. It's been super exciting. This community, almost from the start, in the fall, which is when I started, we built these WhatsApp groups, and that has been the most wonderful part. Really, just the support from the group and the students, and not only the students but the professors, always there, always willing to answer your questions. I don't think that I've ever reached out to a professor and they have an answer like within a day, which is crazy because there's so many of us. So it's been exciting to always just be able to reach out to someone and they're there, not only school related like your syllabus and questions and assignments, which happens a lot, but also for things that are just like life, this is challenging. It's great to be able to reach out to a group of people who are going through the same thing as you. They are also coming from work and trying to do homework, and they're overwhelmed. And so it's great to have those people to just be like, man, today was a tough day. And they're like, yeah, I get it. That really helps emotionally and mentally and helps you, move forward. What is one thing that you would recommend for incoming students? Just be honest with yourself, be kind to yourself. This is amazing that you've gone out of your way, to learn more than you really, what than is required of people in the world. So you've already stepped out of your comfort zone and are taking on something extra in your life. Focus on really learning the things that are put in front of you. Don't forget why you started this in the first place. And don't try to worry so much about those nitty-gritty things like, in the end, so what? You didn't get a 90 and it was an 80. You know what I mean? It's important that you're really taking in the things that are being put in front of you, and that's really the focus. And that's really where you're going to find the most fulfillment, or where I have found the most fulfillment and the most happiness and joy is in all the things that I'm taking in and learning, and I'm focusing on these things that don't really matter. And if it's something really awesome that I couldn't get to in that moment, you know what? I'll just go back at another time and get it done. Everybody, is going through it with you. So don't ever feel like you're alone out there and you're the only one that's struggling and you're the only one who missed that 130-page whatever. Don't worry about that, because you're not, and if you build that community and reach out to your community, you'll find that out immediately. I'm really excited to meet all of you, and yeah, thank you.